What it do? Bedtime crew. Hey man, listen, today I am here to predict the fights that I believe the UFC are going to make after 311 Makhachev versus Moyano. Usually I like to come on here and just match make fights, but I feel like it'll be a little bit more fun if we talk about what I believe the UFC is going to do, sprinkled in with some suggestions from, obviously, I'm the best matchmaker on YouTube. If Dana White hired me, we'd be getting all the right fights, but in the meantime, I'll give some suggestions, but these are what I think is going to happen. So we'll go from the main event down to the prelims, because obviously the most important thing here to talk about is who's going to be fighting Islam next. And obviously when this first, when the card fell through or whatever, I was like, all right, this is going to be easy to do. Makhachev's going to beat Moyano, and I'm going to go on the video and say, all right, let's rebook Makhachev versus Sarukian 2. But Dana White, just on the post-fight press conference, was like, yeah, listen, the GFL just got a brand new lightweight. Listen, Arman's going to fight his way back up. So apparently Arman's not getting a rematch. He's not getting the title shot. He has to fight someone new now. And Islam is just kind of sitting there like, brother, just give me whoever. I don't care, brother. Just give me a fight. So it leaves the UFC in a weird spot where I wanted to get on here and be like, well, obviously they should make Arman versus Islam too, but they're not going to. And my worst fear is coming true, because I know who's getting the title shot. It's not Charles Oliveira. It ain't fucking Arman Sarukian. It's not Ilia Topuria. Justin Gaethje will be getting a title shot, bro. I already fucking know that egghead Ali Abdelaziz. Ali Abdelaziz, you mad fucking rat. Yeah, fuck Ali, yeah. I already know that he's going to be negotiating so hard after Justin Gaethje beats Dan Hooker, which I will talk about in tomorrow's video. I'm going to be talking about 313 with Big Ank as well. But I already know Gaethje's getting a title shot. Can you not see the UFC doing this? I can fucking see it so clearly. And it's pissing me off, because it should be really simple. It should be Charles Oliveira versus Max Holloway. It should be Arman Sarukian versus Islam Makhachev for the title. That's what it should be, and Gaethje versus Poirier. But now, we're living in a fucking timeline where Dana White is like, listen, the kid doesn't want to fight. The kid broke his back trying to impress the Huz. Yeah, we're gonna kick Arman out of the UFC. Yeah, the kid doesn't want to fight. I can't make these guys fight. So now, I'm certain of this fact. The UFC is gonna do this, right? Justin Gaethje is gonna beat Dan Hooker. He's gonna do a backflip. He's going to get immediately booked in June against Islam Makhachev for the lightweight title. It's going to be like 2 weeks of downtime. Then we're going to get immediately announced Islam versus Justin Gaethje for the lightweight title. What's the guy's name? Bilal Muhammad versus Shavkat's probably going to be the co-main event of that card. That's going to be like UFC 315, 316 or something like that. Like in June, probably in some random city like Chicago, it's going to be Islam versus Justin Gaethje. I already fucking know this, dude. And as for what Arman Sarukian's gonna get, besides maybe getting matched up with fucking Sergey Pavlovich in the Apex, it's probably gonna be a Charles rematch, bro. I'm almost like wishful thinking for this dark timeline that if Arman doesn't get a title shot, that at least he gets to fight Charles Oliveira again. Because if Charles Oliveira gets a fucking title shot off beating Michael Chandler, I'm sorry, I know we're gonna be excited about it, but it's like, come on, dude. Come on, man. Arman already beat Charles Oliveira, but why do I feel like Dana White's just gonna send him back in there? Oh, you're injured? You wanted to be injured. All right, kid. Here's what we're gonna do. You're fighting Arman Sarukian, Islam. What's the guy's name? Charles Oliveira in a submission only match. Have a good time. I don't know why he's like fucking JBL on WWE or some shit now, but yeah, dude. I think that it's definitely gonna be Arman Sarukian versus Charles 2, and I already know that the nightmare fuel of Justin Gaethje versus Islam Makhachev will be met. I already know this, bro. Like, that is what's going to happen with the title picture at lightweight. Let's move on, though. Let's talk about what's next for Moyano. I feel like the answer is very obvious. This is what I feel like most people want, and I also feel like it's very likely to happen. Moyano just headlined a pay-per-view. He has a lot of fans behind it. Well, he did before this fight. Hopefully, they stick around. And I feel like the no-brainer is July International Fight Week co-main event. Nobody talks about it, lad. Nobody talks about it. I want to fight Money Moyano. Honestly, I think I'd twist him up like a fucking sausage, lads. Hey, let me tell you something, motherfucker. Let me tell you something. I cannot afford to lose. This is a no-brainer, bro. This will happen. Moyano is now not on a win streak, not fighting up in the division. You're not getting top 5. You're not getting Beneil Dariush anymore. You are getting Paddy Pimblett now. This is what we all wanted. This was the dream fight at lightweight. The biggest yap fest in lightweight history can finally happen. This fight needs to get made. I'm sure it will get made, and if it doesn't, they're just fucking throwing away money. No bullshit. Yeah, Moyano versus Paddy, that's probably going to be next. As for the bantamweight title, I mean, I hate to say I told you so, but I couldn't help but notice that there was a certain THC drinking man, cage side. There was a certain individual who, let's just say, imagine hating on this kid, because listen, dude, Merab, oh, it should be Petr Yan getting a title shot. Oh, it should be Figueiredo. Listen, kid, Sean O'Malley. Let me tell you about this kid. Dude, Sean O'Malley's getting a rematch, bro. There's no one else, bro. If you are one of these fucking fake hardcores listening to vinyls and listening to fucking Tyler, the Creator and shit and talking about fucking outside foot positioning, no one, like, Petr Yan is not getting a title shot ahead of Sean O'Malley. I'm sorry, bro. Unless he KOs Sean O'Malley, he is not getting a title shot ahead of Sean, bro. I'm telling you right now, I'd be willing to bet my life savings on it. Petr Yan is not jumping Sean O'Malley because he's on a win streak against Figueiredo and Song Yadong. Sean O'Malley's the only person that has a chance to beat Merab right now, I think. Unless Umar gets a gas tank, bro. Sean O'Malley did very good against Merab. Better than Umar. Like, they both did pretty decently well. I would say most people would say, you know what, I think O'Malley has a better chance right now than Umar. Like, Umar has to get a little bit more experience, be a little bit more patient, I think. O'Malley, I feel like he fought so bad in that first fight that you could make an argument, you know what, if he shows up, he can actually do better. He could win that fight. And even Merab was like, at this 40-minute post-fight, and I think that Sean O'Malley, good fight for me. I'm going to fight with Sean next, and he a good fighter, and he going to be tough, and he do good in the first fight, and a lot of people think he beat me, so we have a rematch. I feel like it's a no-brainer. Dana White will 100% put this fight together. If he hasn't confirmed it already, get ready for this to be announced for fucking August, or maybe even earlier, dude. Like, fuck, this International Fight Week card could be stacked, bro. This International Fight Week card could literally have, like, Dricus Hamzat on it, Sean O'Malley Merab 2 on it, Charles Oliveira, supposed to be fighting Max Holloway. Now we're probably going to get Max versus Dustin Poirier in July. Like, I'm not mad at that, but it should be Max versus Charles, right? But we're going to get some crazy fights on this International Fight Week card, and I think this is one of those ones that is very likely to happen next, Merab versus Sean O'Malley. I'd be shocked if they gave it to Yan first, because I do think that for Umar, like, this is another no-brainer. Like, this is a winner of this, okay, we will give you another title shot. Like, I think if Yan can beat Nurmagomedov, you can't deny him a title shot. Like, I think the only time right now to give O'Malley the title shot against Merab is because it's like a rematch and he was injured and all this shit, right? Like, I think that Yan versus Umar is the perfect fight for the division. It's exciting as fuck. Like, I would love to see these two strike against each other. I'd love to see the grappling scrambles because Umar did so good to defend takedowns from Merab, especially early on, and get takedowns. So I think that this will be a really good test for him. I think this is winnable for him. I could also see Yan just stepping through on a left hand, just rocking this guy, putting him on fucking Bambi. Like, this is a sick fight. Maybe I'm just wishful thinking now, but I think this is probably going to be next for Umar if I had to guess right now. And this is a sick fight. Like, this would be dope. So, yeah, hopefully it's fucking Umar versus Petr Yan. Now we move on to the featured fight. I'm going to actually bring in a special... You want to come? Yeah, you come in the video. I'm very excited about my fight against Jamal the Blob. And obviously my next fight is going to be loser of Alex and Big Ank. And I'm gonna fight with the loser of this. If Big Ank win, then okay, I'm gonna get, title the shot. But now we don't know. We have to wait. Obviously, Yuri Proska is gonna fight the loser of Pereira Ankalaev. Probably, actually, you know what? I'll narrow it down. Yuri Proska's next fight is gonna be Magomed Ankalaev. Like, it's gonna be either Ankalaev slips on a banana peel and loses to Pereira, or Ankalaev's first title defense will be against Yuri Proska. I think they're just saving him for Ankalaev's next fight, if I had to guess. I'm not going to put it in the video because it's pretty obvious he's going to fight whoever's involved in that. And I think that for Jamal Hill, obviously what the UFC wants to do now, they already tried to do it to him, and now they really have him where they want. They have him up against the ropes. Jamal Hill, your time has come, brother. You have to get fucking beat up by Arkham Batman, brother. I'm sorry, Jamal. You have to do this, bro. I think this would be a sick fight, and I know the UFC wants to make this. I think Khalil versus Jamal Hill is a sick fight. Makes a lot of sense. Very exciting matchup. I think these two would fucking scrap, dude. I think Jamal could beat Khalil Roundtree. I know that he's now on a 2-fight losing streak, but it's like Alex Pereira, Yuri Prohaska. That's pretty fucking good, dude. And he has a win over Glover Teixeira and some other ranked guys in the division. You know, Khalil Roundtree. I mean, this guy beat Anthony Smith. Who does that to Lionheart, bro? Nobody. So, Khalil Roundtree, he does beat people like that owe him money. He does have aura. But I don't know, man. Jamal Hill, this guy is fucking technical, dude. Dude, Jamal Hill's fucking good, man. The way he crosses over his feet, dude, he's fucking technical, bro. I don't know, man. I think that this is a good winnable fight for Jamal Hill, but I also wouldn't be surprised if he just got stomped out by Khalil. So, this is a sick fight. Definitely likely to happen, in my opinion. This is like a pay-per-view fight if I've ever seen one. Maybe in like Chicago or some shit they make this fight. That'd be sick, dude. Next one we're going to talk about is Jailton Almeida. Really, there's nothing to explain about this, dude. Cyril Gane. I know you're watching, brother. You're probably on the set of fucking Paw Patrol 3 right now. Your time has come. There's no way out of this one. Your day, it's come. You're numbered. Your numbers, they're numbered. Whatever the fuck the saying is, it's over for you. There's no way out. Jailton Almeida, get this guy up out of here, man. I'm going to send Jailton Almeida after Cyril Gane. We will be choking out Cyril Gane very, very soon. Obviously, we beat Jailton Almeida. Me and Curtis Blades, I'm talking about. We beat Jailton Almeida, but now I'm going to claim a little bit of ownership of Jailton Almeida. He's my boy. I think he's going to get a hold of Cyril Gane. I think he's going to submit it. I don't know, though, because Cyril Gane is actually pretty good. I immediately made this fight and was like, yeah, fuck Cyril Gane. But honestly, like, I think Cyril Gane could win this. Like, he actually has pretty decent takedown defense when he doesn't just jump submissions. I don't think he would be dumb enough to jump submissions against Jailton Almeida. Like, against Sergey, he was acting like Sergey Spivak's like fucking Damian Maia. Like, he just refused to let him get a hold of him. So I think he'd be very dialed in and focused on takedown defense against Almeida. I think he would actually be able to piece him up, but Almeida has underrated boxing too. Like, that's what led to the finish against Spivak, was hurting him on the feet and then going on the ground and passing his guard. So this is a sick fight. Definitely should be a main event of a fight night, honestly. Like, this is the quality of fight we should be getting headlining fight nights regularly. Hopefully, the UFC keeps the schedule going, because right now, it's looking fucking amazing, except for UFC 312. What the fuck is that? But the rest of the fights are actually pretty good. So this is a good way to continue the hype going into 2025. Let's add this as a fight night main event. Not in Paris, bro. You don't get to fucking headline Paris after your last performance. Let's put this in Brazil, dude. All right, man. Let's put this in Brazil, bro. Next one I want to see for Sergey Spivak. Obviously, I feel like the thing about my channel is, man, I feel like you guys know me, dude. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I feel like you guys just know what I'm thinking at all times. And I think you know who I've matched up Sergey Spivak with. I think you know who I'm feeding him to in that octagon. Good fighter, but a little bit smelly. Good grappling, but no striking. Sergey Spivak, brother, you tried your best to get out of the apex. You tried your best to go on a little run. You ran into Cyril Gane. I mean, not on a run. Like, I know that's not what he's doing. But, you know what I'm talking about. Like a metaphorical run in the division, right? But listen, bro. Let's just stop pretending here, dude. You're getting fed to Shamil Gaziev, literally and figuratively. There's no way out, bro. Like, I don't know what to say, dude. Shamil Gaziev's coming to get... Like, who the fuck is actually going to take down Shamil, though? Like, unless you're the GOAT Curtis Blades or fucking Tom Aspinall, I think it's actually going to be hard to take down Shamil based on his actual size. And I think that he would actually be a tough fight for Sergey Spivak. But I don't know. This is just wishful thinking. I think this is like a WrestleMania-worthy matchup to me. I want to see Spivak and Gaziev go at it, bro. I want to see this fight. But there is one fight that I need more than anything else. Oh, man. I hope we don't see Gaethje, you know, Makhachev. I want to see Makhachev Sarukian. These are things that I'm, like, impartial to. Like, I don't care, you know, just as a logical fan, these are what I see. This next one, as a man, bro, and as a human being, this is something that I need deep within my soul. Like, this is on my triangle of needs, my hierarchy of needs, or whatever the fuck. All right, dude? Rainier DeRitter, he got Kevin Holland up out of there, sent him back to the fucking prelims, and it's time to make the dream fight. All right? Put the Rock and John Cena thing on the screen, dude. Brendan Allen, Rainier DeRitter. Oh my god, it's beautiful. Oh my god, it's beautiful, bro. Imagine this fight. Imagine the fucking scrambles between these two Looney Tunes characters, bro. This is a fight that we need. This is the fight that I'm sure the UFC is low-key setting up. Like, can you not just see Brendan Allen losing to Anthony Hernandez, and then they book this for, like, April? Like, an April type of... This is like an April type of match. This is giving me April vibes right here. This is giving me some April, June vibes from this fight. This is a dream fight in the middleweight division. Like, people are talking about, oh, Dricus Hamzat, you know, whatever. Nah, dude. My dream fight is Rainier Dorita versus, what's this guy's name? Brendan Allen. And the winner of this is the chosen one to beat Dricus du Plessis. That's what I believe. So we're going to need to see this. There is no ifs, ands, or buts, or maybes. Like, oh, hopefully they make it. No. Dana White, I know you're watching me, bro. Make this fight now. Brendan Allen, Rainier Dorita. Who says no? That's $1 million gate right there. Now, for the last fight I want to talk about, obviously, I'd love to see Grant Dawson get a high-ranking matchup. Like, maybe Grant Dawson versus, like, fucking... I don't even know, dude. Grant Dawson versus Benoit Saint-Denis. I think that's a pretty reasonable fight to make. I think Benoit versus Grant Dawson's pretty cool. I'd like to see Diego Ferreira get a good matchup against, like... I don't even know, dude. Like, someone cool. You know, like, maybe, Manuel Torres or something like that. Something cool like that would be good. The last thing I'm going to talk about, though, is Raoni Barcelos. And obviously, you know, Unk went out there. He unplugged Peyton Talbot's AirPods. He turned off the Frank Ocean. You know, he closed the feminist literature books. He broke the vinyls in half. He fraud checked the fuck out of Peyton Talbot. He deserves a big fight. I'm not giving you a ranked opponent for that. The best I can do for you, kid, is Cody Garbrandt in the Apex. Listen, kid, you beat Talbot, congrats. The best we can do is 20K and 20K and you're fighting Cody Garbrandt. I think this is a good little, like, reward. Like, Cody Garbrandt is beatable to some mortal men walking the face of the earth. Or Cody Garbrandt goes in there and sleeps this fucking guy as revenge for Dana White for beating his boy Talbot. Like, I think this is a pretty, like, fun step up for Barcelos. It's another big name in the division. It's not a ranked opponent. I'm not overreacting and being like, here, bro, give him fucking Mario Batista next. You know, I think this is a decent jump in competition while also being a fun fight. Two of the older guys in the division. It's a good way to see where Cody Garbrandt is too, because he did good against Figueiredo. And I think this is a guy he could definitely chin or, like, rock really badly and win and, like, school. But at the same time, I could also see Cody Garbrandt, like, Darren Till maxing and just getting taken down and submitted in, like, round 2 after winning. You know what I mean? It's tough to tell with my boy Codington, but I think this is a fight to make. Let's get Unk in there versus Cody Garbrandt. Shut up, Raoni Barcelos. Legend, bro. Last thing we got to talk about is Peyton Talbot. You're not a vibe, bro. Like, this guy, like, Peyton Talbot, I hope that this guy, like, the thing about Peyton Talbot is he's too cool to care about anything. I just know that he went home, he's like, yeah, it's whatever. People are get too hung up in, like, wins and losses, man. You know, like, honestly, I still want to fight Andrew Tate, bro, because, like, he disrespects women, man. You know what I mean? Like, that's what Peyton Talbot's on. So I don't think he cares too much. I think he'll be back pretty soon. I think a pretty fun matchup that's, like, a good bounce back, but also a good test, and it's not a big loss if Peyton Talbot loses. I think just match him up with fucking Raul Rosas Jr., bro. Match him up with Raul Rosas Jr., because if he loses, Raul Rosas Jr. is another guy they're trying to push. Like, you know what I'm saying, dude? Like, this is a chance for a young prospect to fraud check another prospect. Again. But at the same time, this is winnable for Talbot. And if he wins this, like, it's going to age well. And I also think that it's going to be an impressive win because it's going to prove, okay, no, I can stuff takedowns. I can defend grappling. You know, I do have cardio. I can hurt, like, tough opponents. I think that this is a hard fight for Peyton Talbot, but it's also winnable. Same thing for Raul Rosas Jr. If he can get takedowns against Talbot, I think he wins this fight, right? But I think that he's not going to do as good as Raoni Barcelos throughout the duration of the fight because he preserves his gas tank a little bit because of losing that C-Rod fight. But I don't know, man. I just think this is a cool matchup. I can definitely see the UFC doing something like this just to make sure that one of them is continuing to rise if they both, you know, kind of floating around the unranked section. Like, the winner of this, 100%, you're getting, like, a big name and near top 15. So that's my thought process. Either that or they'll just feed him some old head. Like, they'll just throw him in there with fucking Ronnie Yaya and just give him a bounce back. That's the two outcomes for Talbot. Like, you either get a prospect that's like a winnable but tough fight, or you're getting fucking Ronnie Yaya in the Apex as a co-main, and you're going to KO him in like 30 seconds. I don't know. These are my thoughts. These are the fights that I think are going to happen after UFC 311. Bit of matchmaking on my own part as well. Let me know what you guys think, though, dude. Do you think the UFC will actually fucking try and sell us a Makhachev-Gaethje fight, because I really believe they will. And I really believe, like, fight week people be like, I don't know, man, Gaethje might be able to KO him. You know what I mean? Like, I can really see, like, people actually getting excited about that fight. But I think Makhachev would fucking destroy Gaethje. Like, people act like Poirier has no grappling. Dude, Gaethje genuinely has no grappling. And now his chin is a question mark too. But I do think he beats Dan Hooker, so I can see him getting a title shot. Let me know what you guys think down below, though. Do you think Arman should get a title shot? I think he should, but let me know your thoughts. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like, subscribe to the channel. We've been going crazy this week. I really appreciate you boys, man. Yeah, appreciate you guys. Have a good one. Goodbye.